to my YouTube channel. This is Mamit Cake Parlor. Today's edition, we are going to do what is commonly known as puff puff in Western Africa and commonly known as kaimati in Kenya. Today, we are doing it with a twist. Normally, kaimatis are done with yeast or are prepared with yeast. But in today's episode, I will show you how to prepare it with self-raising flour. Next episode, I will show you how to prepare it with yeast. So, to start us off, I will introduce you to the ingredients. We have 2 cups of self-raising flour. We have a pinch of salt. We have a tablespoon of margarine. We have half a cup of sugar. We have some milk. This can go up to about half a liter, but depending with the consistency, you may need to reduce or to add. Then we also have 2 eggs. So, we are going to start by breaking our eggs into the bowl. We are going to mix it a little. We'll break it in a bowl. Then I will add the sugar. So I will mix until it is white. Okay, so we'll continue until all the sugar is dissolved. If you have a hand mixer, it will also work and it will help the process to be a bit faster. So I want to mix until all the sugar is dissolved and the egg is white in color. So it is white, the sugar has mixed in well. I'll put it aside so that now I introduce you to the dry ingredients. I have my flour. I want to rub in a little bit of the margarine and the salt. So I'll add salt first. Then I will rub in the margarine. Margarine helps it to be soft. Until the mixture looks like some breadcrumbs, as you can see. I will now add in the flour and I will alternate this with the milk. Keep mixing until all the flour is mixed. The mixture looks wet. That is why I was saying in the beginning that will determine the amount of milk that you will add. So I'm adding the milk and checking on the consistency at the same time so that I have a soft dough that I can easily just pick with a spoon or with my hands as I put it in the fire. I think we are ready to go. Our dough looks good, looks smooth. We don't want it too wet, neither do we want it too hard. Okay, so this is good. So we are going to move over to the fire and deep fry them. Now here is where the trick comes. The trick of getting round kaimatis or puff puffs. You will need a bowl of cold water next to you as you fry. So meanwhile, we wait for the fat to be hot as we also fetch our water. Okay. So we're going to fry our puff puffs or kaimatis. We're going to fry our puff puffs or kaimatis. And to do this, because I'm going to use my hands, you can use a spoon to put it in the hot fat. But I'm going to use my hands. I will need some water with me for rinsing my hands so that the dough does not stick to my fingers as I fry. I have already tested the fat. It is hot, and now we will begin the frying process. So I'll wet my hands. Remember, you're using hot fat, so after wetting your hands, have a wet cloth to slightly dry them so that no water goes into the hot fat. So I'm going to pick like this as I put. And when you're putting, try to put it together as a ball so that you have a nice round shape of your puff puff. When they float to the top, it's an indication that your fat is hot or your cooking oil. In my hands. So, as you can see, our puff puffs are puffing up well. They are browning well. We want a golden color. And one trick about puff puffs is try to fill your cooking pan or frying pan so that it helps in browning all sides. If there are few, you'll find that some refuse to turn. So one side browns more than the other. But if there are many, they protect each other and then turning becomes easy and you get them browning evenly on all sides. You can see the way I'm struggling. I'm trying to make them turn. And also, by having many of them inside the pan, helps to regulate the heat so that they don't cook very fast on the outside and remain raw on the inside. It helps to regulate the temperature. So also try to fill them up to regulate the temperature. They are cooking perfectly. So I'll finish the cooking, then we'll meet on the other side when they are cooked. So here is our puff puff or kaimatis ready with tea. Very easy, very enjoyable. I want to show you the inside. Very soft. Have a look. Very nice. So spongy. And that is how they are supposed to be. If you like this and many more, please subscribe to our Mamit Cake Parlor YouTube channel. Visit our Facebook on Mamit Cake Parlor.